When you receive your Asilda store patches, all of which have iron-on backing, there are different ways you can apply them to your jackets and bags. You can iron them on, glue them, or sew them. For the maximum security, you can use a combination of these three methods. Iron-on is the easiest and the quickest application. For that, all you need is a piece of cloth so you don't burn your patch, and an iron. Turn the iron to the highest temperature setting and also warm up the other side of the surface where the patch will go, just so the adhesive works a little bit better. Place the patch and then over a piece of cloth or a towel make a few rounds of ironing the patch on. You might want to repeat this process a few times to make sure that the patch is locked in place. Ironed-on patches usually stay on for about 25 washes, which is more than enough for most jackets and bags, but for maximum security you would want to glue and sew on your favorite patch. The first step is to apply the glue so that patches stay in place. The glue is just a multi-purpose contact cement that you can buy on Amazon, Lowe's, Home Depot, or pretty much at any local store. There are some materials that don't do too well with high temperatures, or the texture of the fabric doesn't really support the iron-on method. The two examples would be nylon and waxed canvas jackets. Give the glue 5-10 minutes to lock in place, and after that you can begin sewing. However you decide to apply your patches, it really doesn't take that much time. I had 3 bags and 2 jackets with me, and I think about 17 patches in total. We did some iron-on, we did glue and sewing, and it was always kind of more than one step for each patch. Typically you can expect to have about 20 minutes per patch if you're doing it yourself, or you can take it to a local dry cleaner. You will be absolutely fine if all you do is just glue the patch on. I did that once and it worked fine, but it did not give me a complete peace of mind. So for all of my patches I always go a step further and do stitching all around the edges of the patch. There were some tight spaces that we had to get into, so in the end we ended up using 3 different sewing machines. And you might not have all of them at home, so it always helps to find somebody local who can help you with the sewing process. If you're worried that something might go wrong in the process, there's always a creative solution of how you can fix it. We played around with wax canvas because it was not that easy to do stitching on. So we ended up adding another piece of leather between the patch and the canvas, and then stitching that whole combo onto the pocket of the jacket, and in the end it ended up looking even better than we could have expected. It was a great idea, it was a very creative solution, and now I'm super pumped that my jacket looks like this. I've also seen a lot of people who do some very creative stuff with the borders, with different thread colors, with the placement, so there's no really one ideal way you can do this, just make sure to keep it all personal to yourself. You can find some very cool solutions that you did not even think about at first, but in the end they give you the results you wanted. Thanks so much for watching, and be sure to check out the latest releases on asildastore.com.